I want to ask the same thing I asked Jazz.
Okay.
The coaches are super excited you're here. They're super confident in your ability, that you're filling holes, you're adding to the puzzle. How does it feel to play behind teammates and coaches that really believe in you?
It feels great. I feel like that was like a big piece for me. Actually having like coaches that believed in me and like knew what I could do. And, just really trust the process. I feel like that's gonna be a big part of my development too. But I'm really excited to see like what this season has to bring me. Yeah.
From when you entered the portal to transferring here, what all went into that decision, and what all was exciting about joining this program?
I feel like my biggest like decision factor was definitely the connection with the coaches, like Coach Green, Coach Mack, all the coaching staff. I've been knowing them since I was in high school, like super young. So like that connection being there, you just sometimes you just gotta come back for it sometimes. But I feel like the connection was a big part, and just to know that they can take me where I want to be, where I want to get to, it's also like one of my biggest factors for my decision.
Obviously, you and Corey know each other very well. Like, what role did she have? Like, what did she tell you when you were kind of looking into it?
Corey, she was really like, she wasn't trying to be biased. Like, she just really told me like the truth, like what it is for what it is. She wasn't trying to just like recruit me. Like, me and Corey really close. Like, we know each other for a long time. So like, it's really no like in between the lines with us. Like, it's straightforward. So she definitely played a big part of my recruitment for sure. But she just told me the truth, like what it was, and yeah.
Obviously, maybe not a lot of minutes last year, but just being in a college program, what are the biggest things you can take away from that experience to now?
And I feel like the biggest thing is I feel like you just grow a lot as a person and as an athlete as well. Like, you gotta learn how to manage your time. You gotta learn how to just kind of like get yourself together, have your like own self-care time, get all of that together, and still manage basketball. So I feel like that was one of my biggest things, like just time management.
Obviously, in the summer, being a 5, a big thing is just conditioning. And Coach said that you guys have really been doing it. So how's that been?
It's been a process, but we're really working on it. I feel like the best shape we can be is like the best we gonna play. So like, it's important that everybody's in shape and everybody ready to go.
You said it's a process. Is it frustrating at times? Like, how would you describe it?
I feel like, not everything's gonna be perfect, but I feel like we just gotta work hard every day so we can get like where we need to get to, if that makes sense.
Pretty excited about what you can bring on the floor to this team, and being a presence down low.
And I feel like I definitely bring a lot of size to the team as a 6'7" post player. And I feel like I could bring a lot of paint protection, just finish like easy buckets around the basket, just clean up the boards for the guards. I feel like just doing what a post player do, like just in general.
How would you maybe Coach referenced it 1 through 12, just the competitiveness of the practice setting these last couple of weeks. What's that kind of been like, and how would you describe what that feels like out there?
I feel like I love the competitiveness. I feel like every day we always competing to our best. Always, like, no matter what day it is. Sometimes some of us not having the best day ever, but I feel like we always pick each other up. And I feel like that's a big step for us because we compete every day. Like, we're ready to go every day.
Like, defensively, you've evolved a little bit this summer. Like, how's that process going?
I feel like I definitely got a lot of like better defensively already in like 6 weeks. I feel like my time, like blocking time is better. I'm moving better. Like, really working with Kylie, our strength conditioning coach, just to get moving better. Like, you know what I mean? As you know, it's a big piece for us because we need to be able to move up and down the court.
You mentioned, sometimes you got to come back around. Like, what did coaching staff do well when you were in high school to kind of make you want to give them a chance a couple years later?
I feel like they really care about me as a person. I feel like it was always like, "Oh, are you okay?" Like, even when I was asking Corey, like, "What is it like? Like, do they check on y'all? Like, could I go up to my head coach's office whenever I'm not feeling good and go ahead and talk to her about something that's really bothering me, and she'll be okay with it, listen to me and hear me out." You know what I mean? I feel like that was the big piece, just kind of like having a coaching staff that really care about me as a person, just in general. I feel like that was a big piece.
How much of a factor, too, seeing other transfers have success here, like Camille Hobby coming in last year and having success? Did that sort of influence your decision?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like when I came here, of course, look at everybody's stats, especially the polls, like what the improvement was, and so far I feel like I also have improved like in the weight room as well. So far it's been 6 weeks, so like I'm just really excited to see where I'm going to be at whenever the season actually starts.
What is the most attractive thing about the U of I regarding sports?
I feel like the campus is really pretty. I feel like coming from not as, I feel like my old school campus wasn't as big, but like coming to a big campus and looking like how pretty it is, I feel like it was one of the biggest things too. Yeah.
Anything else?
Yes, Coach Tucker, like, you're very good around the rim. Like, how would you describe your offensive game, and how does that kind of fit into it?
And I feel like I really just like to clean up the boards, post up down low. I feel like that's my game. Like back to basket. I can hit the 15 jumper. You know, I feel like just kind of things that post players do, like just in general, like putting back, making easy layups, kind of like just posting up, that kind of stuff.
Everybody good?